I'm so worried. I currently feel like if we don't follow along with how Tia wants us to go, well, I can already imagine that people are gonna die just from us shooting them. I hope I made this right choice with Rita. I don't remember her seeing her still around when doing the bowls. Oh my gosh, actually that's right. She was basically nowhere. Well, unless she was completely silent. Like, she was completely silent the last few times too. I should do the puzzle. Equalizing 39. 39. Equalization 39. So we have to use this to somehow make a formulated equation. So I'm gonna assume that, like, what is the space between them before? Like, I'm like using this as a way to figure things out. Like 39, like 3,911 divided by 10 equals 2,839. Well, I completely doubt that. Equalize 2 space 839. Okay, 3911. I doubt it, but just because it's starting puzzle, I want to be sure. Completely doubt it. Equals 391.1. Could this be why the spaces be like decimal points actually? Maybe. 39.11? What could the spaces mean? By 10. Equalize using 39. So, does it mean 39 has to be on this side? Maybe just swap around these and not swap around the 39 over here? Equalizing 39. 8239. Divided by 10. 3911. 39.11 divided by 2? 19.55 now. 39.11 divided by 8. 4.8 now. I wonder if, like, it'd be like 39.39, then we somehow just use the rest of this somehow. If I'm right about this being decimal points, the spaces. 39.39 by 2 is the smallest. 19.69, no. 39.39 divided by 8. 4.92 now. 11, 10, 2. Wait. No. Wait, Another thought was, like, these are outliers, like numbers we don't use at all. Equalizing 39, so 39 has to be right here. And somehow we have to make a number that equals 39. So 39.1011? Decimals, maybe. So I'm gonna go to this decimal, so 39.1011 times 8. 31.2.8. Huh, maybe that works. Wait, did I just immediately solve it? Wow. I don't know if you heard that. My sister just screamed. I can only assume from doggo biting. Okay, what is Averita doing? Oh, I can only imagine bad things because she won the bowl and, like, you didn't see her, or at least didn't hear her. Yeah, you're nowhere. Avery was looking for Angora. Oh boy, this was the right decision. The girl had gone elsewhere. Looking around the classrooms, Averita found her after a few moments. No one sat against the wall inside the classroom, nursing her a few. Angora didn't give her attention, focusing her psychic power use. Something weird about seeing this through in a whole different angle. Even if Averita disturbs the process, it doesn't matter since it won't work. It's not actually psychic powers. How long is this goose chase gonna last? Something needs to be done about the situation. There are no gifted children here, just a helmet that can connect to others. Of course they don't know that. They can't be allowed to know that. Hey, Averita, do you think it's real? Might as well do small banter, huh? Oh boy, I can only imagine that if we didn't go with the helmet, then and looked at someone else, Averita would just be like, hey, shove, wake up. And that'd be a whole can of worms. Oh no. Might as well do small banter, huh? And Cora spoke from inside the classroom. Avery couldn't hear her clearly anyway, and she shrugged. I don't know. It's completely beyond me. Logic dictates none of this is going to work, but I've seen some strange things today already. Shotguns that don't really shoot you, but you die anyway. Voting mechanisms. Convoluted puzzles. Key cards that look like a lump of plastic with some paint on them, but they work anyway. So who knows? Maybe it works. Maybe it's enough if we just believe things work the way they do. Maybe you do have psychic powers. She giggled a little, but she could tell that her words weren't having the effect she wanted. Oh, I'm not making fun of you or anything. I'm just laughing because I guess it's the stress. I just can't take it anymore, you know? I want to leave. It's only been almost 6 hours, but it feels like a lifetime. I've seen death, I've heard torment, I felt fear. I've gone through the entire spectrum, except for joy. Only the 5 stages of grief, oh boy. And joy is when I'll finally be able to leave. Yeah. She didn't have much to say to Avery's monologue. After that, she tried to call upon her latent psychic abilities again, to very little avail. No matter how she tried, she just couldn't do it. Avery remained silent. She instead looked out of the closed door into the crossroads. It's really better that way. The small banter reassured Cora a little, but it also distracted her. Every time she could call upon those abilities, she was alone. It would be hard to move during that, I guess. Carrying conversation with senior interlocutor is also a problem. Avery saw Sir Bia messing with the bowls. She was putting all 15 me cards in the red bowl. I assume there had been a mistake before. She's messing with them for fun? One thing's good at least. Now I know where the me cards are. Then Averita grumbled something while walking back to the classroom Cora was in. This time she knocked on the door. And then the screen went black. The connection cut? A few minutes passed. It quickly became clear to her that the connection had cut. For some reason, there had been a blackout on Avery's helmet. The video was stirred. She was talking to Cora again. So, do you know about the man? Hey! They say it's fine to come back now. That goes for you too, and Cora. Alright. Why did it cut out like that? Huh? Oh boy, I'm already getting... Oh. Things are gonna go bad. I can already imagine. Oh. You're almost out of time to this bullshit. So I hope whatever stupidity you idiots are planning is gonna actually work and not just rob us of all our lives. Since electricity is being completely, stilted with his, beliefs and morals, and he believes that we do have psychic powers, or he's catching on to, us knowing things we shouldn't. Trust me, I'm even more stressed out by this than you are. Why? You're an old lady. You got, like, what, half your life left at best? We're still teens. We got so much more to look forward to. That's a harsh way to look at it. Yeah, that would be nice, but no. It's not just my age. To the others, I'll be there promptly with Cora. Sir B gave us an annoyed howl at being treated like a messenger pigeon, storming off into the crossroads again. Hey! You two imbeciles! Everybody said she'll be there promptly! Her booming voice could be faintly heard in the distance. Okay, enough. Whatever Averita wanted to say, she can be said later. It's imperative to get the vote underway. The connection cut off at that precise moment, taking a little bit to reestablish vision to the one in Cora wore herself. And Cora took a few steps outside the classroom but stopped her tracks. She turned to look at Averita, who noticed she wasn't walking anymore. The older woman had left the immediate area earlier, yet remained close by to keep an eye on her. What is it? Is something wrong? No, just something's really strange, I guess. I don't feel too good about this. Wait, hold on a second. Wait, let me see that. So she's behind us? Oh no. I'm gonna assume she's behind us, oh no. I've got a bad feeling about it, if you ask me. Trusty pulls out another fucking gun! I got a bad feeling about this too. I got a pit. My stomach. I got a bad feeling about this too. Doggo, shush. The girl noticed she was still carrying the shotgun with her. Right, she found it in the room she investigated before. For some reason, she felt like Avery was trustworthy. It was just this part of her that told her. You can trust her. Oh my god, what was that cracking sound? If she doesn't have the shotgun, you'll die. Far from her to argue against her inner voice, she handed the firearm over to her very surprised teacher. Oh, joy. The woman waited for a second before reaching for it. Jesus, what are you thinking about? Slinging me said, Ava will need this. Psychic powers? I don't know. Oh yeah, this that came to mind earlier. Like, in this pathway, it seems like we actually, like, inadvertently say to people, like, we say to Lux, technically from the vote, like, it doesn't seem like it. Then Ava, like, you know, figuring the whole thing out. Like, it seems like we're slowly getting people's trust, like, legitimate trust. Instead of, like, using, like, information we found to manipulate people. Oh boy. This is the reason why it's called the trust meter. First manipulation and then actual trust. Yay. And timer's coming down on them. Whatever plan Trustee had in mind, it had better work. 5 minutes remained. What plan would you even have to, like, use a bowl? Okay, hold up. What the hell? Time stood at a standstill. This is the most important moment of these 6 hours. Right now, there's a choice to make. Or rather, there are multiple choices to make. I need to determine some things before we move on. Namely, first, I need to determine who the traitor is. That's not all. I also need to determine what happened to my recordings. Someone messed with my recordings. Is that what the traitor's doing? It's time to deduce. Let's go back, all the way back to the very beginning. The first thing that was strange was the metal box. That was the one thing we didn't know. That's right, the box. I don't think that was part of the plan. Did every classroom have a metal box like that? I don't know what's inside, but let's just keep it in mind for now. Next, there was a death. Assuming my emptiness is made of all 7 deadly sins in the Latin, plus Ancora Pandora, considering the 9th of them died, the one who died was really named... If we were Pandora, they were actually named Ancora. That's not it. It was another name. It was a name that kept confusing everyone. The one whose status is still unknown to them all. Third strange thing was a slip-up. So you think it was Pandora? Or, I didn't read the whole entire list, I just picked Ancora immediately. The third strange thing was a slip-up. The message was recorded and I wasn't sure how many people would be alive. But it was the fairest bet. Yeah, instead of saying 8, the recording me said 7. That's right. They said 7. That's only possible, as Tia pointed out, if it was not a recording, because otherwise they couldn't have known we'd be 2 down. And if they engineered the death of the third person and guessed someone would die with the vote, you can't guess those are going to be the only deaths. Someone's hijacked my game, but how would you do that exactly? How? I think it's fairly clear about who did it. The person who took over my game is... So far, oh god. The thing that keeps, like, the thing that I'm going back to is when Nvidia came back, he just came back, like, all alive and happy for somehow no reason. We saw a whole recording message about him, hey, you left the boundary of the game, we're gonna kill you off. It's either that, or the 9th person is still alive? You know what I mean? Like, either Gula and Luxuria were lying from the very start, or somehow that person managed to do something so goddamn manipulative. But because of the, so it's either like... So I can't be sure of an outside presence right now. Like, I just literally can't be sure of an outside presence. And it's only one of the people in this game so far. person's like the most suspicious of everyone would be Nvidia. The keys, like going, like you saw the key with me. The key like somehow, he said that like knew like we had to open a door. At least he like traded just to get that key for some reason. Went out somewhere. We got that message after we tried to hack into his helmet, which we couldn't see, which is usually reserved for people who die. And then somehow he's back to life, or we just couldn't see him, or he just like went off somewhere. It's probably not it, but I don't think I've seen any like evidence of the 9th person unless. Well, here's the thing: if the 9th person definitely was is definitely dead, like the person who's really named Ancora. So, wait, just keep in mind about that, about me getting that one other thing wrong, about like Ancora and Pandora. Is that 9th person like always meant to be named Pandora? Did anyone in the me recordings ever say that the nickname for the mastermind would be Pandora? Wait, no, the first vote, it was basically all about Ancora and Pandora, that weird name thing, like like even Sir B mentioned like like in a weird loosely linked logic chain that just change around a few letters in Ancora's name, you get Pandora. Mastermind material, right there. So does that mean that... And since I chose Ancora for like the 9th person's name, and that was wrong, their name was always going to be Pandora from the very start? Oh god. So my first contenders are either Nvidia or Pandora. But also another thing, like I can't imagine if I get things wrong here, that, oh boy, it kind of feels like this is an endgame decision. Oh boy. The person who took over my game is Pandora or Nvidia. Well, I don't know if I mentioned this or not. I doubt it, but when Lux and Gula mentioned about after the first vote, no one's like they didn't comment about the death of like the votings happening differently to how the person how the 9th person died, like exploding helmets. They didn't mention anything otherwise. Like, huh, that's strange. They didn't put that up. So there is a 9th person involved. That person who is just dead from the very beginning and just gone. If it's them, it doesn't line up with like what Lux and Gula said, unless they talked to them from the very beginning and just lied about it. Yeah. And since Lux and Gula for the very start, like they were like in cahoots at the very beginning, just from the other path line. Does mean that they could have lied about it, but that seems like too much trouble, and like no comments about the dead body, about the 9th person, 9th girl, like the other girl. 6th girl. There's nothing about that. So unless there's like something else I'm missing, probably from the other timelines, for example, like I haven't finished like seeing the rest. Like I can only imagine like the other one, if we see Tia die or something like that, that's it. There's another thing about how did Ira, who died in another thing, wait, and like wait, I'm thinking back to that whole Ira shenanigan where Ira was dead. Well, people thought he was dead and came back alive, and then Averita had a message from Nvidia. Definitely didn't seem like it was anything gonna be malicious. Well, doesn't think it would be. Then Ira came and shot both of us. Is there really... The two people who haven't incited any suspicion for me so far maybe in weird ways, and one because we haven't seen anything of like weirdly suspicious from them. Like we've seen him, Avery, we haven't seen much of like anything suspicious he's done. Neither Nvidia. Gula, she's basically all but admitted, well, not from her own mouth, but we've shown like she's the bomb maker, a terrorist for the school, blew up the wings. Ira helped, like I forget entirely what his crime was. He was accomplice to some crimes. To Serbia, it's pretty obvious. Don't know what her crime is, but at this point, I completely doubt it. Like she had like had Ira along as a bodyguard, and now she's like all goody. Unless now nothing really points to anyone else except for either Nvidia. Well, so far the only thing suspicious about the only 2 points of suspicion to either Avery or Nvidia so far are basically what happened so far here. Avery's weird terse conversation with Tristia about the bowls, then Nvidia who just went off somewhere, and what was it? Didn't they like mention it before that someone dies and they come off? Your whole body is covered, isn't it? And the masks have voice modulators. I don't remember seeing any skin from you, or hair, from on your mask. That's either something's wrong with either Nvidia or Pandora. And since the other question I got was wrong, about like me choosing like other girl's name was gonna be Ancora, does it mean the 9th girl was supposed to be Pandora? So, fuck it. Let's see, double ganger twists. That's right. Oh, this seems Pandora isn't dead. They are the one listed as Pandora who's actually Ancora. Switch with me to hide my identity. How does everything add up correctly? Did I make a mistake somewhere? No, this is too confusing. I think I made some wrong assumptions there. I really don't have the time to go over everything again, though. It's gonna take a wild guess and say, oh, if that whole trust was Nvidia, right? It's Serbia. Oh boy. Yeah, that's gonna be bad. I guess that our trust would be in Nvidia from so far. If I came to that conclusion before, oh boy. Has to be. I doubt it. Let's go. It was as if all those thoughts rapid fired all at once, taking only a span of a single moment. The core panted her helmet, registering all the information. Avery had stopped her movements to inquire in her state. Are you alright, Cora? Yes. Let's keep going. The blonde joined up with everyone else again. She stood before Tristia, who had a hand on both bowls. She looked at Nvidia, then Serbia at the back of the bowls. I can already imagine Serbia's not the right one. The group seemed surprised that Nvidia came too. They looked at each other in turns, instituted a shotgun and Cora previously held. However, no one commented on that. Tristia went straight to business, and understandably so. Oh no. Based on what you've seen, Cora, pick a bowl, any bowl. And Cora briefly paused. For minutes remaining, she made her choice. Picking the red bowl. I'm deciding to trust you when you said this bowl you're all under, and then you moved them. Are you sure? This is the bowl you believe they're under? Yes. Tristia lifted his head, looking at Nvidia. The wolf stared back at him, giving a shrug. Without any communication, Nvidia moved away from the group, and Ava sat down on the ground, waiting for the outcome. You're moving away from the group, Nvidia. And Cora was taken by the Nvidia moving away. But then Tristia reached for the bowl, her attention snapped at what he was doing. Well, you're wrong. I didn't move them. He lifted the red bowl so they could turn the thought. And he threw all 50 meat cards, piled together as prepared beforehand by the group. Then he lifted the other bowl, under which was nothing. I'm not sure what this means, though. Someone else moved them? Does it mean that this won't work now? What does what mean? Won't work because someone else touched them. Were you doing a gosh dang Schrodinger's cat thing? I don't think that even works in this context, actually. What? What are you talking about? What are you surprised about? What do you expect? I don't actually know. Remember, this was someone else's idea. Someone someone else's idea. More like someone else's waste of time. 3 minutes! 3 more minutes, then we're dead! Someone else's idea. A reader NVIDIA. Some of the remainder of the lack of time didn't really hit anyone especially hard. None of them reacted to it. It was as if the entire group had communally decided to become zombies. Yeah, 3 minutes, then what? Don't go up here, there's gotta be something to do. We're so close. And of course I'd done too. It was like she also gave up. So that's how it ends. It's like catching the mastermind. To be fair, we already might have. We just don't know. There's nothing that tells us we won. Even then, we were lacking 15 mini cards. We could do the vote, but... Of course, they lifted her head up. The vote! The vote gives us more time, yes? Remember how it works. We can actually freeze the timer for 20 minutes. Fritchie smacked his head and hand to the ground before lifting himself up to his feet. You're right, the timer can give us more time. But how is it going to work with the mini cards? We're missing 15 still. We can just rush around. At this point, since all the, like, no matter what, it's going to kill the mastermind too, like us. Oh, I think I'm right with the 9th person, but, there's not much evidence leaning towards that just because of weird words. And just me storytelling drama stuff. Just thinking what a good twist for a game would be. I still want to get a look at NVIDIA. He's stopped talking entirely by now. There has to be somewhere we've overlooked. Somewhere containing something big. That's an interesting theory, at least. Rhea rose up, carrying her shotgun with her. Where would it be, then? Maybe the secret room. Maybe the secret room? And Cortex had a flash of inspiration. NVIDIA found a me card there. Maybe there were others. With 2 minutes remaining, and soon only one, they wouldn't have time to search it. It meant they had to do the vote. Someone would die. If we do the votes, then we can buy 10 more minutes in total. Something like, we put in the me cards with half a minute remaining, then we search for nearly 10 minutes, come back here quickly and punch in our votes. And then we start our second vote right away, correct? This means someone dies. No, 2 people die among the 5 of us. I thought frozen quickly tracks. They looked at each other. It was clear with this renewed hope that no one would want to be the sacrifice. We're the bad road. I can't imagine feeling. Just vote for me then. Consider this my last act as peacemaker. I'll die and you'll escape. I don't think this absolves you of what you've done. Not really. What I've done? Look who's talking. No nagging. Yeah, you definitely know her crime. We need all the time we can get. Viddy! She called over the wolf boy who came back from the voting stations. Apparently he already put his me card in. Yeah, the only thing the only thing showing is your hands. The only thing showing skin is your fingers. Mine's there already. Hurry up! Voice modulators. I think I'm right about that. Voice modulators. And Cora hurried alongside everyone else. Soon the timer read 39 seconds remaining. Unless this is an outside force for basically him, Ninth girl basically just faked her death, and somehow, like, him, beforehand. Somehow faked her own death beforehand. Somehow with Ghoul and Luxuria lying about it? Or, like, a dummy? No, that doesn't make really much sense. Or, oh. Her friend. No, her friend was a guy. Pronouns and that. What's this not? No. Timer read 39 seconds remaining. The other me cards that could still be used to do votes, they can do 2 rounds. I also realized the fact that the second vote would need someone else to die as well, and that it could very well be her. Doesn't matter for later. All the me cards are put in, everyone stood in front of the station. Timer froze just like before, and in 10 minutes started counting down. When it be over, they wouldn't even have any time to think about the death they caused. They had to put in the next me cards right away to avoid mass extinction. Mass execution. Quick! Spread out, search! Viddy, you're at the secret room. Go with B and Ava. I don't think me would kill 3 people like that. After all, they would go too, right? They can't just off more than half of our remaining members. Oh boy. What about you? What are you gonna do? I'll search this room again. And you? I'll go back to the first hallway. This thing's always bothered me. Go then. There's no time to lose. Everyone meet back here in 9 minutes, and don't be late for the love of God. The servers immediately spread out following that. No one had anything to rebuke. Irita and Vidya served Bia to the secret room, while Anchor and Tristia spoke in search of previous rooms. It's all just a vain grasp of time. Vain, you say? Vainglory. There are no more me cards. Maybe it's time to go over all that I know again. As soon as those thoughts were formulated, a loud noise resembling an echo resounded into Ankor's helmet. For a split moment, she believed she hit her head on the wall. Yep. She fell into one knee, both hands grabbing the ground in her dizziness. The previous theory fell flat as soon as she felt her other boot shift. Someone's grabbing the gun, taking it out. It was Tia. I'm really sorry, but that's mine. What about the vote? I can't... I'll prop your body up and you'll have your hand to the button when it comes available. Don't worry, I'm already dead. I'm not doing this to win anymore. Even if I got you to vote for someone else, and I voted for them too, the other team outvotes me. Then, why? Everything's becoming harder and harder to focus on. Oh god. Because B has to die. There was nothing but darkness. Oh god. And Cora woke up. When Cora came to, she realized she was in the front of the voting console. It seemed as though Trista kept his word. He carried her back there, and she put in her vote as the boy had planned. The fact she wasn't dead was a surprise. Oh god. Oh my gosh. How am I supposed to comprehend, process this? This minute was just after the vote went through. Looking around, though, she saw 2 bodies. Oh no. Tristia's dead body was on the ground not too far away, headless. Same was the case for Serbia's body. However, she also had some bullet wounds. The fact she was headless spoke volumes of what happened. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, that thing's open now. Oh gosh. Let's put it together. That bullet wound came from the revolver, right? When did Tristia have the time to shoot her, though? It must have been during the vote. Or right as the vote ended. Maybe after Serbia put her vote. I don't think I'll ever really know for sure since I was cut off during that moment. Oh god. Oh, that's some sick planning ahead. Celine Cora rose up. She looked at the timer. She expected to have been several minutes for the 6 hours mark, but it was 6 hours and 3 minutes. Even if the timer had paused before, they were over the mark. That was the case then. She looked around. There were no other bodies. Where did Avery and Nvidia go? Her hand held onto the console to keep herself steady before she stopped to look for them. The timer was past the 6 hours mark. Then did they do it? Did they have the 39 meat cards? Finally, she noticed the console with the meat cards was open. She took a glance within the object concerned. Inside was nothing. What was meant to be in there? The key to get out of here? Well, would there'd be like a 10th key? Or how many rooms, puzzle rooms were supposed to be? 12? 13? Why is it open? Why is there nothing inside? Where was the bomb? How's the bomb gone? And why did it not blow up? Where did they get the love for me cards? They weren't in the special room. I know that for a fact. Too many questions, not enough answers. Vidi? Ava? Where are you? She looked around the room, but only sounds answered her question. Vidi! Ava! Where are you two? This isn't funny. Oh, I see it. Once again, only sounds answered her question. Her steps brought her back down the stairs leading to the voting machines. Then the hallway again. She looked over the secret room, with her where it would be. The door was open. She walked over, slowly, uncertain of what she'd find. Beyond there is the exit. Did they both leave? Did they just take the bomb? Why did the timer go over? Like an elevator. It was an elevator and it was open. So you need... G key. G key. And Cora took it in silence. Her nose where the others had gone to. She was also like a zombie following his own instincts. Wait, so... You didn't come to the conclusion that, Nvidia wanted the G key, like, traded it out. The one we had. How's everything? Oh yeah, when we chose the G key choice, Nvidia's trust in us, like, well, the meter for trust went up. What does that mean? Does that mean, like, point of contention? As an elevator was open, Avery took in chorus, took in silence. Here that was where the others had gone to. She was almost like a zombie following its own instincts. A pit Lisa. All the other keys. When she was inside, it moved on its own, carrying her up. For a brief moment, the doors on the other side opened, and she stepped inside of the room on what she assumed was the second floor. And we're gonna get killed by Nvidia, I can only assume. What the heck is this? Of course, the room was empty. It was pure white room. 3, 6, 7. 7 chairs? The walls were white, the ceiling was white, the chairs were white. Had very little features whatsoever. So, the stair was actually a little unsettling. It was reminding her of one of those padded rooms where they kept crazy people with strike jackets. What's most unsettling, however, wasn't the room filled with strange seats and cables. In fact, inside the room was someone. Someone? Vidi? It was her. Immediately, a headache came upon her corner. She fell to the ground while holding her helmet. That's not possible. That's her. But I'm... You're the girl. Oh, what the fuck? Was like her somehow. Twins? No. It was like her somehow, and Cora didn't believe it was possible though, and yet she was staying right in front of her. Sorry, I'm not sure what's going on. Why are you wearing the same things as me? Wait, do I know you? I think I remember you. Cora looked at the other Cora. In the ground, one thought occupied her mind. She should leave this place right now. The headache was getting worse the more she spent time in the second in Cora's company. All she saw were doors to the elevators. Doors that were locked. What? What is this? Simulation clones? Twins? Doubt. No, it can't be twins. How do you not? Like, it can't be clones. So, simulator? What? Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Just like that, the helmet closed onto her. The others didn't explode due to the careful nature of deduction rooms. Helmets didn't blow up there. They only took their quarry by beheading. Beheading? Like, look, the explosion. This is a deduction room? It was a deduction room. By the time that thought came up, it was already far too late. Cora's head rolled to the ground, encased inside of the helmet. A scream. Then Cora was screaming, and that wouldn't matter to Cora anymore. Where she died, she wanted to know who that was. If she could formulate anything. What she could formulate was a thought. A thought that told her if she had the rabbit, Serbia suspicious. How was she suspicious, though? What she could formulate was a thought. A fake with pigtails that was also Gula and Serbia. She had that rabbit for the second vote that maybe things might have been different. Unfortunately, that was impossible because the hacked helmet wanted to need those directives, and now it's far too late. No matter what, she couldn't go back to that moment. No one could. And the answer's out of it, and Cora died. Box remained shut. So I'm lost. What? Doubt it's twins. Doubt it's clones. Simulator? I completely doubt that. And based on all the conversations like with us so far, it definitely seems like I'm this is not a simulator, but then hi. Like what? Wait, okay, 1 second. That's definitely the wrong choice. Oh, it's meaningless. Oh boy. Okay, well that's gonna be that was a wait, hold on. What was that choice again? Oh, if we didn't do anything, that would be a bad choice. Wait, second vote. 1, 2. Why do you think Sir B was strange? I completely doubt that's the case, but fine, let's go with that gut assertion then. Let's go along with this. We'll trust in Serbia. Ira. Portugula. Then when Ira again, then hack Ira's helmet, that lets us go around this way. Then now I doubt she's gonna make it, so read again. Went with them. Okay, press trust for details, yeah. Okay, wasn't there a choice to get for the second choice? Wait, you said you were like Serbia was suspicious? Are you talking about like Wait. Wait. If Serbia swapped the portraits in this timeline the same way as down that other way, then why was she freaking out on that dead-end timeline? And it was like still us. If she was completely certain of the outcome would be us, why was she so goddamn freaking out? And this other one, she was like so goddamn smug about it. I guess there's also the fact that like Ira wasn't accomplished all this. Oh boy, that makes sense. But there was also the fact that we were right with the 9th girl somehow being around this. Back around, back alive. And then that person in that deduction room. Oh god, okay. Can I assume likely is an anagram. Pick the G key. We'll go down Serbia's path then and see how that goes about. Forget whose this helmet is. Let's go see. Oh wait, that's Gula's. Oh wait, no. Okay, how about this? I'm gonna look through that helmet, see what it is, then immediately go back to Serbia's. Like I doubt that was Serbia's helmet, but if it is, then it's gonna be terrible. We go down, we see what the helmet is, then go back to Gula's, then go all the way down to get Serbia's hacking helmet here. Has to be it, right? Okay. Yeah, okay, let's see that helmet, that hacking helmet. We'll do that, then quickly revert all the way back. So, I'm trying to form my own thoughts about this. Yeah, your finger's the only one that's being shown off, but I completely doubt. A fake with pigtails, a fake with pigtails, a fake with pigtails. Oh god, Occam's razor. Oh, bites in the ass if that's right. Is Serbia really suspicious? Fake with pigtails, first seduction room with her. Well, I'm not the fake. Occam's razor, it's simpler. Okay, that's the first one with the keys, the G key, anagram that somehow gets us up with Averita. That was weird to me, thinking back. You. That is... I can only imagine that goes to... Let's see. Wait, what? What is this? There's nothing? Or how much share the secret frequency? I made absolutely sure to check. So much I can do about it now. I have no idea what's happening. Maybe there's an error in the program or just missing the final somehow. Show me immediately boot. There's not much I can do about it except pick another helmet hack for now. Hack before the second vote, and we can't do that, so